to my channel, Jesselberry Sews. My name is Jasmine and I'm happy to have you here. So today I want to talk you through my plans for August. I realise I probably should get this video out ASAP, otherwise if it comes next week it's going to be the middle of August, which is terrifying to begin with. So let's get cracking with my potential plans. Obviously things change. I might get distracted by something new, which happens. It happens to all of us. But I've drafted some loose plans and I want to talk you through them. So I have my tablet down here with Stash Hub open and I've planned out all of my projects. I have created mock-ups where I can using their magic mock-up, which is a brilliant feature, and I will put them up as I run through them. So let's start off. There's no order here. I just need to get cracking. Cool. So let's talk about something that's not for me. My husband and I were out and about perusing in Boys one weekend in July, and my husband came across this tapestry fabric that he just loved, and he saw it and he instantly said, "Can you make me a jacket in one of those? Like a jacket come shacket." So looking at the fabric, I thought, you know, he knows what he wants. He knows exactly what he's after. He has more of a creative vision in comparison to myself. I just do things and hope for the best. So as soon as he said that he wanted some kind of jacket type, I instantly thought of Friday Pattern Company, obviously, because apparently they're my favourite. The Ilford jacket. So I've never sewn this before. I didn't even own the pattern at the time. So I've got that pattern. I obviously insert pictures of it. And I will be making that for him. I say will be. I'll actually be finishing it. So he first came up with this idea in late June, and he wanted it for a specific date in July because we were going out for my sister's birthday. But the problem was the closer it got to that date, the hotter it was getting, and there's no way he was going to wear that jacket. It was going to be too hot. So once we realised it was going to be nearly 30 degrees, or if not over 30 degrees, I decided to park it. Because at the same time I realised at that point I'd put together the sleeves and they were just a bit tight, and I just needed some more brain space to think about dealing with that. But this is the first time I've done a placketed sleeve bit, which was interesting. It was harder in this type of fabric because it's quite thick. I actually have it here. So you see it is quite thick, but you know, that's fine. He asked for it. It's different. It's a fun make, I suppose. So that is on the list. I've got some more fabric to cut out some new sleeves so I can make them fit his arms better. Next to show you is so I've mentioned it before, the Friday Pattern Company Flaneur pants. This is a let me check the description. It is a wide leg mid-rise pant. So I made I have made these already, and this is them. And I will be completely honest, I love these so much. I was a bit dubious about the mid-rise situation, but I love it. I think it's so much more flattering on me, whereas high-waisted trousers seem to just be too high-waisted on me. Maybe I need to do some work on fixing that, but actually I really like this mid-rise position. So I'm going to make a kind of like a tester version. Even though I have already made these, I'm going to kind of twirl it again in an old duvet cover, which I've dyed green already. And I basically want to make them just a little less wide, because I want something for every day-to-day use, but something being that wide they're very dramatic. But oh, I'm sorry about the light there. the pattern as it is very dramatic, but I just want something a bit narrower. So I have attempted to do that. Whether it works out or not, you know, I'm going to learn. We're going to learn. And I'll let you know how that gets on. So that's on my list. There isn't a mock-up for that one because the duvet cover just doesn't come up the right colour when I take a photo of it. So sorry about that. Then on to clearly one of my favourite patterns. I want to make another Donny shirt, obviously. I want to, I think I mentioned it in my new fabrics into my sewing room video, my second video. I got the Fabric Godmother Linnaea flowery print in a viscose linen, and I suggested that I wanted to make a Donny, and I've decided I'm going to make one. So that's on the list. That's going to happen. I really want that. You know, just before the summer leaves us, I want something bright and flowery to wear. So that's coming up. And then the next couple of items are off the back of the July Fabric Godmother Dream Wardrobe box. So you might remember that I got this fabric in that box. Beautiful fabric. The illustrations are just beautiful, and every time I look at it I find something new. Like there's a little plate of ravioli, there's an ice cream. It's just wonderful to look at. So that box also came with the pattern, the Ruffle Brunch set. That's very difficult to say quickly, by Matchy Sewing Club. So that's a lot of ruffles, and I'm not sure it is entirely me. I'll be honest with you. I'm not entirely a ruffly kind of person. But, so for that fabric from the box, I want to make a two-piece cord set. And it is this, which is the cherie top. And this, which is the heirloom skirt. Together they form the Farmer's Market set by Genuinely M. And I may be heavily influenced by the set she made for this, because it's very similar to this fabric. I just can't stop thinking about those patterns when I look at this fabric, so I have to do it. It'll be cute. And then, so that's the fabric from the Fabric Godmother Dream Wardrobe box. Super excited about that one. And then in terms of the pattern from the Dream Wardrobe box, I will make up that pattern, probably just the top. We'll see. But I'm going to make it in this fabric, which is from a So Hayley Jane subscription box. I just think this is really cute, and as soon as I saw that pattern, and I'd already decided I didn't want to put the pattern and the fabric from the box together, that's just me. As soon as I thought about it for a minute, I thought I need to use that fabric, like this fabric. However, big however, as I said, I'm not really a ruffly person, and this set is super cute. The top is absolutely adorable. However, it's described as lightly puffed sleeves. So when I've looked at the pattern images, and then I obviously, like I imagine a lot of people do, search the hashtag on Instagram, and I flicked through loads of versions actually, and it's not lightly puffed, it's proper puffed. Like there's a proper little bump. And that's definitely not for me. I can't do puff sleeves. I'm already quite broad anyway. I don't need to be broader. I don't. So what I'm gonna do is, and actually when I've folded out the pattern pieces yesterday, and I've looked at them, the sleeve pattern's like this big, like this wide. It's huge. So all of that gathered into the armhole, it's going to be exceptional, and I'm just not feeling it. So what I want to do is, I'm going to try and figure it out. Obviously, still a beginner sewer. I'm still just making things up and hoping for the best. I'm going to reduce the gathering needed to go into the sleeve because I cannot have that much puff. And whether I put the elastic on, I'm not entirely sure either. So I'm playing with that top. I am going to make it, but it's not, the sleeves in particular are not going to be exactly how the pattern is. But that's the beauty of sewing, right? You can change it to be whatever you want it to be. You know, you can use something as an inspiration and build on from there. You know, there's no point making something I'm absolutely not going to wear. And something with puff sleeves like that, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to wear it. Like, personally, I'm just not. That's what I've got planned for August. As I said, other things might crop up, who knows. But for now, that's where my plans sit. I'm looking forward to it. Perfect. So, that's all I have for you today. I'd love to know your thoughts on my plans. Which is your favourite plan? Which are you not sure about? What do you think about puffed sleeves? Yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. So please, I would absolutely love it if you would like the video. And if you're not already a subscriber, pretty please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. And absolutely, please drop me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Thank you for being here. Thanks, guys. Bye.